What do you think?
It's really cool.
What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to another MD Fish Tanks build video. Today, well, I'm in America to start with. I'm at Chris's house. Chris, say hello.
Hello!
You'll see Chris in a minute. He doesn't really talk like that. Look at this. We are in Chris's son, is Max's room, this is, isn't it? It's like his playroom. He's got a tank in here that's empty, and it needs some TLC, didn't it? It's got a really cool background though, in it, a 3D background, which you can't really see at the moment, and it's quite scratched, the aquarium is. But it's clean on the other side, so we've got to spin it round. Let's get a light on it, Chris, as well. Let's just show them that, then we can show them the background, because that's like, it's nice, it's cool.
This background was custom made for this aquarium, so it's a tight fit.
It's nice, it's heavy duty as well.
Yeah.
There we go, the tank is flipped. The background is also flipped, which looks so good. Would you say up here, Chris, this is like the cutout
so this
bit?
is a cutout for a hang on the back filter, but depending on if our filter works there or not, we can pull the background out.
Yeah, it'll work, it'll work.
And it'll sit back here kind of.
Yeah, we're gonna use a hanger on the back. It's just, it's a big one though, isn't it? It's gonna be enough.
Yeah, it does up to 200 gallons.
We need a light though, don't we?
We do.
Chris has got a cool light. It's just like a, do you call it a shop light here?
Yeah, it's like it's your garage lights, like you use.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't say garage.
I don't.
Stop pretending you say
I
garage.
don't say garage.
What do you say?
I say garage.
Garage.
Because that is the absolute correct method of saying the word garage.
I think you know that our English is the true English.
It is. I may actually not use this one.
Because it's quite flippy.
Let's get a different one.
Yeah, same colour though, yeah?
It is the exact same light, just a different form factor.
Okay.
Be back.
3, 2, 1.
I'm back. It's a proper Texas light. It's got a diamond plate.
Is that like proper Texas, yeah?
It is, not really.
Same colour, but that's going to fit without teetering, yeah? Oh, would you look at that? Whoa! There we go. Look at that. That looks so good. So the glass itself is quite grubby. We've got some razor blades. It should all come off nice and clean. We're going to do that quickly now. Right, that's the tank, nice and clean. There's a couple of little scratches. It's an old tank, isn't it, Chris?
It is a very old tank.
How old?
Probably 20 years.
Really? Wow. And you renovated it, and it looks much better. Like,
I just have to paint this one piece right there.
yeah, but that's all right.
done.
That's all right. On camera, it's quite dark. You can't see it anyway. But this is real. This is the sort of tanks you guys might have laying around. The sort of thing you could do. I mean, granted, that's an expensive but great looking background. Right, next up, we need to get some nutrients in the base layer down. Chris has got fluval stratum, yeah?
I do.
Absolutely perfect. So you guys know, usually I use things like NutriBase and Ponsol and things like that, which is absolutely great for what I do, but you don't have to have it. So we're just going to do with whatever you've got, Chris, which is root tabs, yes. API root tabs, and you've got the stratum, yes. Which will be more than enough. So there we go. The fluval stratum is absolutely brilliant. If you only have that, then just go with that. If that's all you can afford with your budget, that's great. That will still work. But we're going to add some root tabs as well, just to really, really push up those nutrient levels. It's going to last a long, long time, and hopefully it means the plants will settle in even faster. We have nutrients in. There is a pack and a half of the API root tabs there. Absolutely plenty. So every area has just got the roots will find it. They'll seek it out. But they've also got the bonus of the stratum as well. So they're covered, absolutely covered. Now you don't have to cover stratum, but I just find that if I just cap everything, it's just way less chance of algae and things like that. So that's what we're going to do now. Cap the whole lot of a base layer of sand, like a finer sand, so it just locks it all down. Okay, so we are outside. Hang on, it's so bright. So we're outside Chris's house. Look at his Jeep, by the way. Absolutely, we've been cruising around in this for a few days. It is so much fun. But down here, look, we have got a load of pools that these were $1, weren't they, Chris?
The pools, yes.
Yeah, like $1 for these. But we've been I say we, Chris, you were doing it all the hard work yesterday.
Yes, I was.
He was cleaning it all up and I was drinking beer. But oh, the beer here is lovely as well.
Is
That
it?
Texas beer, oh my, what's it called?
Shinerbach.
Shinerbach,
Yes.
oh, so good. Anyway, we've got pool filter sand?
Pool filter sand.
Yeah,
River rock.
yeah. Paving
sand.
Yeah, and the pea gravel.
And pea gravel.
So we've got a selection here of different ones in terms of gradient. I'm not sure about this one. I think I'll probably leave that, Chris. But we definitely need the pool filter, the cap. We've got some boulders as well, or cobbles, and these are just great for detail as well. But this is the main scatter gravel that we'll use in this tank. This is all from Home Depot, but I did it in part of a log. But was it Lowe's actually? Lowe's, yeah, Home Depot, Lowe's.
It's not as good as Lowe's is not as good as Home Depot, but that's okay.
So just so you guys know, it is so hot here. Like, and for Chris, this is mild, but for me, this is hotter than our hottest summers. We shut down England if it gets this hot. There's barbecues, the schools are closed a lot. Like, everything just carries on here, and it's so warm. I love it though. I'm really am a massive fan of the heat. But anyway, yeah, look, bucketing up the pool filter. We need to keep some of this because we're going to Aquascape later on today, actually.
We are.
And we're doing scaping and stuff there, and we want to make sure we had our substrates all cleaned and ready to go. Make sure the water stays clear. So, yeah, pool filter first. Let's go. So right now we're just preparing rocks, and we've got a bunch of boulders and cobbles from Chris's garden that he's used previously on other things. So he used to have a pond over in that corner. There's a pond around the corner as well, but we found this absolute beast of a unit here. That's gonna be the main like sort of focus stone. We're just spraying it off to make sure there's no crud that's gonna float up in the water column. We just don't want it to get dirty at all, but yeah, there's a lot there. No one's catching that. That's a heavy... No, that's not going in there, Chris.
We're not going to carry it all at once.
Really? You're such a unit. I mean, Chris has been teaching me how to talk sail.
Talk like you're from the south.
Yeah, like, well, it keeps coming out as Forrest Gump for me though.
It does.
Me and Jenny were like peas and carrots again. Jenny always said that stupid is as stupid does. Is that any good?
That's really good.
Yes. Here is our selection then. That's everything we've got, like, for a sense of scale. Some good sizes there. Always oversize your hardscape. It looks so much better, especially in a big tank like this. Now this is the part if you want to take some time on, just visualize what you want to start with. We're going for that natural sort of river vibe, which means that you can be a little bit forgiving in where you place them. But in a tank like this, I suggest you just do 2 islands and then meet them in the middle in some way, scatter it out, just make it look like it's fallen in sort of one direction. And we danced on.
Thank you, Harry.
That girl yesterday said that, didn't she?
She
She's
did.
Like, every time I speak, she thinks she's talking to Harry Styles.
Which makes no sense.
We're not even from the same part of England.
No, and you look nothing like him.
No. Anyway, let's get the boulders in. Okay, so we thought we would use this nice big rock, which looks great, don't get me wrong, and we've got some nice big wood outside. I'll show you in a minute, and this is going to take up space for that. Now, like Chris just said, then we could tilt it back maybe, but then all you're doing is laying it down flat and taking up the planting area, and this is going to be one of my eco-style tanks that you don't have to do anything to, basically. It looks after itself, so we need the space to plant the plants in. This is a great rock, it's just not suitable for this time, but it'll be there for another tank, Chris, yeah?
And if we're speaking truth, you're just trying to get me to work on my biceps because that's all I'm doing is moving rock.
Come on, do you want some help? So I'll tell you what, I've never had tanks with braces, but it really does make it harder, doesn't it?
It really does. It was because of you do the frameless tanks.
Oh yeah, I do, yeah.
Right, so these
Rimless,
are there
yeah.
because they're the rim.
Yes. I don't think nowadays though, like my glass is, well, actually my glass is thicker than that, that's probably what it is. It stops the bowing.
And granted, this is a 20-year-old tank.
That's it, yeah. It's
Right.
blinking good silicone work for 20 years old.
It is.
There we go. Absolutely brilliant. So there's 3 islands there technically. They're going to be linked by wood. And the key to this one, as I was saying to Chris, is just get them down, start fiddling with them after that. And because they're boulders, they're so forgiving. As long as you put some at a higher level, some lower, you know, it works itself out, and that looks wicked. And we've got so much planting room around it all. But we've got some cool wood outside as well. Okay, here is our wood. It's from a local store here in Dallas. What was it called? The shout out.
Dallas North Aquarium.
Dallas North Aquarium, wicked. They're not cheap. They're not going to be cheap. They're like the rare items at the end of the day, but they're absolutely beautiful. Look at this one in particular. That's a proper hardwood, but look at the, I don't know, we don't really get it like this in the UK, so I think this is absolutely fantastic. This is our main focal piece right here, Chris.
Yes,
That's a little bit that's going off, you know, an angle. There's some big bits of wood here, but it's going to look so good.
So good.
Oh my goodness, look at that. So recently I've been doing more of the sort of natural style with the wood, like it's just got lodged in the river. A lot of people are interested in costs. The sand's so cheap from Lowe's or from Home Depot. They do it both, don't they?
They do.
The rocks we collected ourselves. The wood is going to be the most expensive thing here, as well as the background, obviously. But the wood is about $100 for those two pieces, wasn't it? So that's about £90, £85 in the UK. But I think it's so worth it. Like that for me is the biggest and most worthwhile investment. Because look at it, the character you've got straight away, and it just makes the whole thing. We've still got a great amount of planting area all around the rocks here. We've got a good amount in this area. There's actually that whole channel in the back, which I'll probably fill up with a bit more sand as well, just so we've got more height there and more sort of, I don't know, area for planting into. But yeah, this is where we're at. This wood will probably float. It might not, but we're not sure, so we're going to glue it anyway. We have got, Chris, down here, look, we've got cyanoacrylate super glue. This is the liquid, and we've got some tissue as well. So we just can use that to just make some key contact points. You can see them already, look. Right there, absolutely perfect. That one there as well. And that should lock them right down. I'll probably do one right in this section, and then we're done, we're good. So we've glued the whole thing. We've got a contact point there. I've done one there as well. So that's 3 big contact points for the biggest piece. We've got a couple as well under here. We've given it the tap test. It's all solid, it's all good. Make sure you take your time with that, because there's nothing more like heartbreaking when you fill it up and it all just goes everywhere. Next up, around all the boulders and cobbles, we need scatter gravel. It's going to really tie it all in, but keep it close, tight to these rocks, and it should look natural. I have been told that in the wild, the scatter gravel's not actually up close, it's sort of pulled away, but I just think it looks better anyway, so that's what I'm doing. So it is now a completely new day. It's actually like 3-4 days later. I've been at Aquascape. We did this the day before Aquascape, and now it's like the day after. So we've had time to go out, get the plants and everything. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to get this whole thing done, because I've got a plane to catch in like 3 hours, but should be enough time. We just got planting left, filling it up, then go and get the fish and put them in. That might be done separately by Chris. We don't know yet. Hopefully we've got enough time. So we've got a ton of plants down here. We've got stem plants, we've got epiphyte plants, we've got crypts. So much to choose from, probably more than we need. I'm just going to get started with the planting. We'll just crack on. Like I say, time is of the essence. And yeah, I'll just put the stuff on the screen as we go, to be honest. But I think that's looking really good. Some little, you know, focal points with all the epiphyte plants. I want to now move on to some crypts. We've got like really good quality crypts here actually. Now I'm going to keep most of these to the edges, because they're just going to pop up in those zones. Then I'm going to keep that background area that's got a really good gap actually down there for the stem plants. They're not too tall, the stems, so we'll only see them creeping over the top a little bit, but they're going to really help with the startup of the tank, nutrient absorption, that sort of thing. And they're going to look so good within like even a week actually. In that middle section, all the different colours, it's going to look wicked. Okay, so I've planted, well, not really planted, well, I have planted all of the crypts that we want to do and all the epiphyte plants. How you liking it, Chris?
Oh my gosh, it is absolutely amazing.
You like it, yeah?
Of course.
I mean, we're not even done, but I even think you could stop there. If you were someone who liked like less maintenance sort of thing, we could stop there because these are all slow growing plants. But I now want to put the stem, we've got loads of different stems. We've got ones we've already, Chris has taken from his like tubs. So they're already like underwater growth. And then we've got loads of new ones as well down in the box. But what that's basically going to help with is just a start up. It's going to mean you've got to do a little bit more work with the trimming, but not that often, you know, once every month or so. You're all right with that, yeah?
Yeah.
So all the planting is done, really happy with that. I've made sure I've kept that beautiful wood on display. So I didn't put too much of the epiphytes on the wood. I just put them like, you know, in the rocks and in a couple of gaps. Those stems at the back, when we fill it up, are hopefully going to creep over the top. I also added this collection of Java fern here. We just thought like it looked really good, didn't it, Chris? Like punch that corner. There's loads going on. There'll be floating plants as well, but it's now time to fill it up. We're going to do it slowly. And the good thing about its background is that behind it, there's nothing. So if we fill from there, we won't disturb any of the soil underneath. Do it nice and steady. Yeah, oh, look at it down that way as well. That's wicked. You're going to see all the fish coming back to the forge, yes. Okay, so Jake, just chill, Drake, chill. Right, we are filled up. It's looking so good. It's almost clear. There's a slight haze to the water, nothing too major. This dark spot here is awesome. That's going to be a little refuge for certain fish that want to be a bit more comfortable. Yeah, we've got a nice big hang on the back filter here, and it's also got some fine pads in it as well, which means we can put some AquaClear in here, and it's going to clear even more whilst we go to the fish shop, get the fish for it. It's going to be so good that I'm really excited to be able to put the fish in. I think it looks absolutely great. And it's actually inspired me to do more of a like a 3D background at some point as well. Maybe try to do my own rather than buying it, because you know what I'm like, my vibe is like keeping things relatively low cost, and it's quite a good challenge. Although that does look absolutely immense. Happy, Christopher?
I'm very happy. You know what though?
What?
We have a creature already in the tank.
We've got a creature? What do you mean? What is it? Oh my goodness. What the hell is that?
You've never seen one of these?
No.
These are highly deadly.
Shut
We call these June bugs, and what this does is it will metamorphosize. Well, actually, it starts as a worm. It's called a grub worm.
Yeah.
And then they metamorphosize underground into this, and then they emerge, and we hate them.
Could it go underwater then? Because it was fine. It seemed fine.
I mean, technically.
Oh, it's swimming and everything. Yeah. Okay, but we don't want that in there.
No, we do not. No, that's not a
water stop, water stop, we're full. Right, we're off now. We're going to go and get the fish. We've got 3 hours till the plane. Beautiful. It's like a cow dog, they call it. Oh. Good girl. So submissive. So I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully you can. So this is a big fish facility in Texas. They've got all of your usual stuff. They've got some angels over here that we definitely want. We've got a big collection of neons as well. It's that kind of tank, isn't it? So, yeah. Each row of tanks has all of the pipework come down, and they've all got this like giant sump. Each one has continuously flowing as well. Neons, yeah?
Neons.
Yeah.
Plenty of neons.
Definitely. So we're in another room now, and that's because in this area there's some better angels, Chris is saying.
Yeah.
And we think they're high quality.
This is everything that's in the RODI water.
Oh, it's RO water, yeah, okay.
It's all RO water, and then it's all salt water.
Oh yeah, so we got these angels. These are medium panda angels. Like we got that sort of panda look to them. They're pretty cool. What are you thinking? Do you want these ones? Or
I really kind of like the veil ones. Actually look better than these. Just the regular veil ones, and they're larger,
Yeah.
which I think would be good.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
I mean, these are cool, but I don't know that they're worth the significant price increase.
No, I'm with you. We want the size really for that size tank, don't
Right.
we? How many are we going to get?
This one's a meaty one. He would probably grow up good. And we could probably get one of these to go with the others, or we could stick with all the same. It doesn't matter.
Nah, do the
but
same in that tank.
I don't know. It's 100 gallons. So what do you think realistically would look good in there for a school of angelfish? Because they school.
Yeah, of course. I think if we go 5.
5 is good. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to grow.
They are going to grow. And how many neons?
Oh, as many neons as you can
Like
get.
a whole tank of neons? Like
If you want to.
1,000 neons?
If you're up for it.
The budget is $1,000 today for neon Tetra.
Let's do it. So Chris has just said we've got all the main fish sorted. It's now like for the diver fish. So now it's for the cleanup crew. But also some cories and that as well. Give us that interest down in the sand. If they got, do you reckon they got otocinclus?
They do. They have a whole tank of otocinclus. In fact, it's on the back side of this if you want to go over there and look.
Okay, bristlenose plecos.
Bristlenose plecos will be in the other warehouse.
Other warehouse, okay. Right, we'll get a group of those as well. So I've been so busy whilst I've been in Texas that I've not done any sort of sun in by a pool, none of that. We've just been non-stop. So today is actually really, really nice. Quite nice to get my slap head out in it, get some colour on it. And you? Well, you're already good. There's an awesome Mustang here. Look at this. So it's like a nod to the Eleanor that's from the Gone in 60 Seconds, but it's got like a Hellcat engine, so it's a Helenor. Chris has got the fish.
Some of the fish.
Oh yeah, we got a massive box as well.
Another massive box.
So how much have we spent in total on fish then, Chris?
So
it's close to 1,000, isn't it?
yeah. So let's see. We got 5 angelfish.
Like
that
real
were
nice.
$20 a piece.
Yeah.
That's $100. We got 150 neon tetras.
Yeah.
Retail $4 a piece.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a lot.
A lot.
$300. And then we got bristlenose pleco, 6 of those.
Yeah.
Those were $20 a piece.
Cories.
Cories were like $8 a piece. I mean, we spent,
yeah,
it was like $914.
It's going to be worth it though, yeah?
100%.
This is technically a brand new tank, so it's not cycled. It's a brand new filter, brand new substrate. We need to put some stuff in. What are we going to put in?
Well, we started with API Aqua Essential.
Yep, that's cleared the water.
Clear to clear the water.
Yeah.
And we're going to use some API Quick Start, which is a liquid bacteria. However, we're also going to like jump start it with some pre-cycled filter media as well.
Oh, you have? You got that?
I do, yeah.
Perfect, perfect.
What we'll do is in this compartment back here, we have our filter pads, but these will actually take 2 filter pads, so there's a space back here, and we're going to take the sponge off of some pre-set up systems and stuff it in there.
Perfect.
Which will immediately cycle it.
Yeah, we're done. But also the beneficial bacteria is going to help massively. It's not a plug, it's just what we always do. So the water's still a little bit misty, and that's just because we haven't been gone very long. Actually, it took us a very short amount of time. It's been like 40 minutes to go and get those fish. So another hour, this is going to be crystal, but I've got to get the airplane. So we're going to put the fish in, and Chris is going to send me some shots of it all, and I'll talk over it. You know, it could be cool. It seems a shame to not get the final sort of impact when everything's crystal clear. And in keeping with the whole Amazon theme, we've got some nice frog bit there. Just give that like sort of...
There's some duckweed on it too.
It doesn't matter.
That's okay. Ready?
It's all going to be beneficial. It's just going to make it harder for you scooping it out.
Yes.
So it might try and keep getting chucked under, because the oh yeah, we added a wave maker this side just to keep that flow going, and then Chris is squeezing in, and then just stick it in. Yeah. So that's from a tank that's been running for a long time. Yeah.
Yes, and it'll so it's immediately cycled, right?
Yep. To a degree. I mean, we've got a lot of fish going in.
To a degree. But that's what the quick start's for.
Exactly. It's not going to hurt. Put it that way. Oh yeah, you got leaf litter as well. I forgot about the leaf litter. You do it. It's your tank, so you put it where you want it. But you do what you want it. But also, I find that small pockets work quite well.
Yeah.
Because if you go everywhere, it's kind of like. So listen to me. It's kind of like I'm getting like the accent.
An American accent.
I'm getting the twang, and it's been 5 days.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, nice. Just let it sort of fall. Yeah, stop there with that much. That's perfect. Look at that. Looking good. I like these leaves because I've been using oak leaf recently, but they're quite.
That's what these are. But they're live oak. So this is a.
It's more slender.
Yes.
It looks much better.
A local Texas tree.
Okay. I'm thinking here, Chris. A bit in there. Yeah, just get it in there. Oh, it's looking so good. Oh, it's so good. I've definitely got to do this background thing. So to start, it looks a bit rough, but we have now got the fish in. They've been acclimating for a long time. Well, what was it, 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah,
plenty of time,
30
plenty of time.
minutes.
We've got all the neons, we've got cories, we've got some bristle notes, some really nice bristles. We've got three males and then a couple of females as well, something like that. And they're gonna breed in here. There's so many little crevices and everything for them to go in. So yeah, let's get these ones in, Chris. We can put them all in like this because it's effectively a quarantine tank because it's so, you know, all the fish are from the same place, so they're all like together, if you like. Does that make that doesn't make sense?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, cool.
They're quarantining themselves in a new setup.
In a new setup. Bristles first. Good shout. No, we let like some of the clean-up crew and everything first. They're really nice ones. They've got these awesome little markings on them, like a bumblebee. And then Otto Cinclus next. What did we get? 10? I think we got about 10. I think they put a few more in there by the looks of it, but about 10 or 12. Only diddly ones, only little babies, but a nice little group of them nonetheless. And I think the cories next, please, Chris.
The cories?
Yeah. So we went with the spotted cory, wasn't it?
Spotted cory, yeah.
Yeah. So they've got these little iridescence on them. I mean, they're babies really at the moment, or sort of, I don't know, what would you call them? Juveniles, I guess? Teenagers. But they are going to be absolutely stunning very short. I mean, in the shop, all of the fish looked a little bit, oh, there we go. It's really showing actually. All the fish will look drab in the setup that they're in like in the wholesaler because it's just completely clear tanks. These are going to feel so comfortable in it straight away. Oh, it looks so good. Look at that. Look at the green, sparkly green coming through. Here come the girls. Here come the girls. So there's the females with the others. So this tank is completely clean of algae as well, or algae. Sorry, Chris. So you're going to need to feed algae wafers, cucumber, that sort of thing. At least initially, because you know this, Chris, but I'm just saying it for the audience. So, and then next up, we've got 2 bags of neons. There's 150 total, something like that. I'm sure they didn't count each individual one, but
They actually do.
do they really?
They do.
Oh my goodness!
If we would have watched him count them, he would have counted every single one.
Well, I suppose they got to. It's their business.
Right?
Come on in, guys. Look at that. These won't take long to colour up nicely either. Especially in this environment, they're going to feel so like at home straight away. That is a lot.
That's only half of them.
That's only half of them, but yeah, some will hide, and you know. You're free. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Now we went with neons just because we could have a bigger school. Cardinals school better overall, but when they first go in a tank, well, actually this amount might be like just a solid ball all the time. Looking good. Oh my goodness, it's so good, Chris. And last but not least, though, we've got the angels now. We need to just temperature acclimate them for a little bit because there wasn't enough room for the angels and the rest of the fish. Okay, the angels have been resting for long enough. The neons are everywhere. They will move around, I'm guessing, when the angels go in. They'll stay together and go and sort of, some will go in hiding, but look at these angels. The colours are only going to get really, really good as the time goes by as well. Come on, guys, good size. They're not big, and they will grow bigger, but they're a nice size. Look at this one here. It's like a prize one. Wow. Oh, that looks so good, Chris.
Wow.
So we went with, wow. We've been doing that the whole time I've been here. That and Daddy Chill.
I don't know if I put that in there. You probably bleeped that one out.
So cool. Oh, look at this one. They actually look so much bigger in this tank than when we saw them in the shop. Do you know what I mean? Step back, look. I'm so impressed. Look, yeah, so at the moment, the neons, they don't really know what to do. They're going in that corner, but eventually they're just going to float in and out. Obviously, Chris is going to give me some footage of that, so we're going to see that properly once everything's settled, completely clear, lid on and everything like that. Yeah, Chris, deal?
Deal.
And
hopefully this angel over here does okay. He looks kind of mad and stressed out.
Yeah, but he's just chilling in the corner. He's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. So I've linked Chris's channel below. If you want to keep updated, Chris, you're going to make future videos, obviously, yeah?
Well, yes, of course.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to see how this progresses, because in a month's time, it's going to look even better than this. Like, everything will be filled in more. You get a more natural colour tone to the water, as well as some of the tannins leach, and the fish start with their normal behaviour. But yeah, Yeah, so go subscribe to Chris if you're interested.
Look at this.
It looks absolutely brilliant. So pleased with it. Are you pleased with it?
I am very pleased with it. Yes.
This is one of my favourite tanks I've done. And that's down to be fair, that wood was so good. Where did we get that from? Let's give them a shout out.
Dallas North Aquarium.
Dallas North Aquarium, absolutely
Yes.
brilliant. Reasonable prices as well, to be fair.
And then the plants came from A to Z Aquatics.
Oh yes. Well, look, that video is on my vlog, okay? So where I went there, so you can see where we got the plants from. It's a really, really cool shop. They've got tons of cool stuff there as well.
What do you think?
It's really cool.
It is. What's your favorite fish in there?
Neon.
What is it?
A neon tetra.
Neon tetras, yeah.
A angelfish.
Yeah.
I don't see any other fish. Oh, pleco.
Not a pleco. Those are actually Odo. Those are Odo catfish.
Oh. Is there any other fish?
Yeah, there's some Cory catfish down in the bottom. Let's see. Oh, there's a spotted Cory right there swimming around. See him?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, right?
I
And
want a rope fish.
a rope fish?
Yeah.
That's what you would rather have?
Well, no, I want it with all these.
Oh, I gotcha. So what do you think about it, though? It's super
It's
cool, huh?
Yeah.
Did he do a good job? What do you want to say?
Thank you, MD Fish Tanks.
Yeah. All right. Well, that thing looks amazing.